All right, let's be quick and just do this. Kids, come on, people. Hello, 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 hello. See if we're even on. Are we on? Somebody tell me I'm on. I'm going to assume I'm live. Somebody say something to me. All right, we're there. Okay, thank you, Scott. Hey, everybody, it's Mike Meyers on the Monday edition of the Mike Meyers Ask Mike Anything live stream. The goal of this live stream is to provide those of us who are isolated by the coronavirus, or at least now the Delta version of the coronavirus. There's got to be a song about this virus. Oh, I know what it is. It's the virus that would not end. It just goes on and on, my friend. Yep, that is COVID right here in Texas. So anyway, hello, and it is time for the Monday edition of the Mike Meyers Ask Mike Anything live stream. I know I've said that, but I'm going to say it twice because it sounds twice as nice. The goal of this live stream is to provide those of us who are isolated by coronavirus an opportunity to continue to cover our studies of CompTIA certifications as well as other technologies. So anyway, I'm counting on this to be like the shortest AMA we've ever had. Mainly because I am so buried. Guys, you have no idea how many very huge, serious things are going on right now. Not only in my life personally, but in the world of CompTIA and so many other things. I can't tell you anything because I'm either locked up from an NDA or something else. But it's going downtown here, people. And I look forward to be able to communicate with you more in the next couple of weeks. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, here it is. It is 2 o'clock Central Daylight Time. We will go till 3 o'clock. If I can, we can go a little bit longer. It's going to be tricky today. But in general, we always want to be there for those of us who are asking questions. We are going to have giveaways today, in case you're at all even slightly curious. We're going to do that. Let's see who's on and ready to go. Andre's here. Jason Elms, Andrew Hutz. Mr. G, I know what I want, and I want it now. Mr. G, hold on. Incoming messages. Fires are put out. Let's get back to who's on. Alan Duggan's on. Tullwood, of course. David Mohan. David, I got news for you, man. I'm almost finished the design for your t-shirt. I warned you it was going to take a couple of months. But we're almost there, man. Looking forward to showing it to you. I hope you like it. Spent a lot of time, like a disordinate amount of time. Scott Jernigan at 1:59 p.m. Mike should be here any second now. Mike is here now. Patricia Grace. So, sir, Ella B, that's a new face. Hello, Ella. Good to see you, man. Storyteller Mace. Mike, when can we expect your Network Plus 008 videos to drop? We're going to start shooting those next Monday, a week from today. And so it probably takes about 60 days after that. So pretty soon, Storyteller Mace. Also, do you have Security Plus video courses? Yeah, they're all up. They're on the hub.totalsem.com, as well as many of our distribution partners like lynda.com, Udemy, and others. So yeah, they're all done and out there waiting for you. Oh my God, David, did you get a Raspberry Pi? David Mohan, did you get a Raspberry Pi from Dave on top of that? Oh my gosh. David Mohan's like, you're never going to tell anybody about this channel because the less people on this channel, the less you get to win all this fat loot. And David, I am not offended by that. It is all good. I got a lot of coffee to drink today, guys. A lot of coffee. All right. There once was an old belle from Natchez whose dresses were always in patches. When asked one day how they got that way, she says, when I itches, I scratches. Siegfried. Hey, Mike, have you ever come across ransomware that also had a logic bomb payload? Yes, I have. No, generally no. Usually ransomware with a logic bomb payoff gets just, after the payoff. After the payoff, that's turned off. So Siegfried, I don't know. There's all kinds of crazy stuff out there. All kinds of crazy stuff. All right. Had a really interesting weekend, to say the least. Got to put a lot of bullets through paper targets. It felt very, very good. Getting the old 45 out and do some blasting. Bob Noob is here. Yay! David Mohan, what is your strongest area of expertise in IT? Okay, so David, don't ever give me an open question like that because I can make up silly answers. Because I was going to say something like, calling out the BS of other techs would be my strongest area of expertise. What's my strongest? LANs. I'm a LAN guy more than anything else. Tolowit, remind me to share pictures of my colonoscopy in Discord. Okay. Well, Tolowit, if you can, then so can I. Ever told you guys the first time I had a colonoscopy, the doctor was smoking. I'm not kidding. This wasn't that long ago. Hey, look, it's not the easiest thing to do in the world, that you're laying on your side, and here's this doctor, medical doctor, like, hey, okay, how's your, I was like, wow, yeah, not that long ago. Bob New, you always say you love wireless. I do love wireless, of course I do. Jason Helms, Mike only a 45. Figured you'd be more of a 308 or 450. No. I'm sorry, I don't want to make any of the Europeans upset. I always get nervous about this when we talk about firearms. But yeah, I have a Glock Compact 45, 7-in-1, wonderful weapon. I have killed many, many paper targets with it. Eric Killingsworth, there once was an IT whiz named Mike, oh God, who had a series of courses we like. He put on his hat and said, it's like riding a bike, the say in the Strami, the Mike that we like. Eric Killingsworth, you are now my biggest and best friend ever. And Eric, when you die, you will achieve full consciousness. So you got that going for you. Good God, that was funny. Yeah, I have not played World of Tanks in forever, and I should start playing again. I've always been a big World of Tanks fan. I don't know. Yeah. Gino Rodriguez. Eric is the man. Eric, you did pretty good on that one, brother. All right. So in all seriousness, guys, we're going to have a short day today, mainly because I am buried. So I need thousands of people to send me lots of questions. Otherwise, I'm going to bail. What do you think is the easiest, pen test or CYSA plus? Ooh, that's a tough one, Bob Noob. Pen test plus, but not by much. Both of those are pretty intense technical certifications. Andre DeGoyer, you're from Europe. Andre's like talking about guns. Andre, I thought they didn't allow guns in Europe anymore. They didn't allow guns and long knives and people who stare at other people too much, right? Oh, man. So David Mohan just asked an actually fascinating question. Could you summarize fog computing? Now, I could cheat and just tell you that fog computing is basically where your edge devices carry out most of the computational stuff. But there's actually, David, that's a more interesting question. And I have got so much stuff going on right now that I almost want to defer this question for a little bit. I think I'm going to defer it, mainly because it's a fascinating question. But fault computing is a big deal, very important. All right, so anyway, guys, first of all, does anybody want to have a competition today? No, we only have 41 of us in here, but if you want to have a competition, you need to put something in the chat, like right away, please. I just wanted to say thank you, Mike. Siegfried, you're welcome. I went to Udemy last night for the first time and bought the 601, okay? I'm in love with the handouts that you have for each chapter. Do all your courses have that? No, Siegfried, but the 601s do. Jason Helms, Mike, I had another interview today with a very big local company here in my area. Interview went great. Well, okay, excellent. Yeah, let me know what's happening, man. Zach's here. Oh my gosh. All right. All right, kids. We're going to have a slow day today, and that is okay. So, a couple of topics that are on my brain right now. I'm pretty sure I'm going to leave the United States. I am not kidding. I am about ready to leave the United States. I'm going to probably head to either Nicaragua or El Salvador. Yo hablo español para gringos solamente. But I'm just I'm tired of the U.S. I'm ready to do something new. Well, I did want to move to the Netherlands, but Andre wouldn't let me move in with him. Something about his wife. I couldn't quite pick up on all that. So, also, Mike the Contra. No. David, that would be if I moved to Nicaragua. I'd be the Contra. No, either. I was thinking about Costa Rica or El Salvador, maybe even Panama. I got a buddy of mine, and he's an American. But he has an American passport and he has a Nicaraguan passport. And he comes to the States for about 3 to 4 months every year. And he lives like a monk. I mean, he lives in squalor. The guy is also one of the best sheetrock men I've ever met in my life. Enrique is incredible on his sheetrock. And so he comes to the United States. He works his rear end off for 3, maybe 4 months out of the year. And then he flies back home to Nicaragua. His wife is an engineer for the country of Nicaragua. He has a beautiful mansion. He has boats. He has cars. He has a gardener. He has housekeepers. He has a chauffeur. And he's been telling me now for about 5 years, he goes, Mike, why do you live in Texas? You could come down to Nicaragua and live like a king. And I think I'm going to do it, guys. I think I'm done. I think I'm done with the Western world. We'll see. Gino, I have an ex-coworker in Belize. I love Belize. All right, so you guys want to hear a great story? This is the greatest day of my life was in Belize. And it was on one of the little barrier islands. They call them K. I was on Cape Hawker, and it was Christmas Eve. And I've always been a drummer, mainly because of my daughter. It was Christmas Eve, and they would have what was called the Guanafiri dancers. So these guys would be wearing, like, I call it National Geographic, grass costumes and all this. They were amazing. And they would dance and chant, and they would have this group of drummers behind them. And most of the drummers doing like 3-3-3-4 beats, nothing that hard. And I would follow them around on Belize, and they would basically go down the main strip of this island, and so all the different restaurants. And I was just sit there and I would watch these guys drumming. And I could drum their beats, all of them. And it was about 2/3 the way through the evening. And like their head drummer guy, I'm watching this. I couldn't tell. He got sick or he had food poison. I don't know what happened. And he's like, I can't drum. And he kind of walks off. And the next guy kind of stands up and goes, folks, we are so sorry, but we have we have to stop because we don't have our drummer. I've been listening to these guys drum for 3 hours, and I'm a pretty good drummer. And I went up to these guys and I was like, guys, I can do this for you. I can do this. And here's a bunch of native Belizean men looking at this white boy going, no way. And I was like, but I can do your beats, you know? And these guys were so desperate to keep, because this is how they made their money. This was a like caroling, you know, for money. And they're like, all right, we'll give you a try. And I started drumming, and I was the king of Caye Caulker in Belize that night. And people, they were waking up their moms and their grandparents to go see this boy who's drumming for the Guanafiri dancers. And it was probably the greatest moment of my life. And I couldn't buy a drink anywhere on that island. Everybody knew who I was. And everybody's patting me on the back and, you know, they're thanking me. And so we get towards the end of the evening and these guys have big bags of money, right? And they're like, here, dude, here's your money. And at first I was going to be like, no, I don't need any of that money. And I was like, could you imagine a more obnoxious and rude thing to say to these guys than to say, oh, I don't need your money? You know, what a Westerner thing to do. I didn't say it. Man, I took that money. I was like, thank you so much, man. Thank you. Of course, I gave it away in 15 minutes to, you know, whoever it was. But it was an amazing experience in my life to drum for these Guanafiri dancers in Belize. Great story. Very, very happy memories. All right, hang on. Let me scroll up. I knew that one took a while. Why not Costa Rica? I'm not against Costa Rica. Rashawn Patterson, that's a new name. Yes, I will make sure that there's good Wi-Fi wherever I go. You know, the fun part is I mean, you become so obnoxious as a Westerner, you know? I mean, you know, I could be in Germany or the UK or Belgium or America. You know, good internet connectivity, I could do this anywhere. Why not? Why the hell not? Jason Elms, I wouldn't leave. I was just going to make it a new connection. David Mohan, does Dan work for Total Seminars? He does not. Roshan Patterson, help me pass the CompTIA before you go. I will always be here for you. Never have to worry about that. Tolowit, can't get good Texas barbecue in Belize. Yeah, but I can get good Belize barbecue in Belize. I can make some barbecue, man. Get off from that truck shot, come on. SK Total Wellness, man, I haven't seen you in a while. Side Owl, how's it going, man? You got your A+, now preparing for your Net+? Well done. Side Owl, I do get your messages too. I was thinking to get an entry job in IT to be familiar with hardware and software. What do you think? Side Owl, the most important thing to do is get a job. Get to work. Work. Work is the most important thing to do. So David Mohan was talking about Dan Lachance. David is a Canadian, but we're going to turn him into a Texan because he's too freaking fabulous to be anything else. Banana Bus X, Mike Meyers, famous author and superstar drummer. Where are my drums? Okay, I got to go slow because I don't want to break my microphone. Ugh. This is all for Banana Bus. Okay, that's all I got. Literally, it's the first time I've actually picked up a drum in like 6 months. A little bit embarrassed. Scott Jernigan, you should be here helping me, man. I need to practice more. Silvio says, go to Brazil. Yeah, I can speak Spanish, but I'm terrible at Portuguese, Silvio. So Dave, I didn't hear about your big Dave Rush AMA on Friday. Did you give away good stuff? I heard you gave away good stuff. Andre's like, oh boy, here comes the drums. Always dangerous. David Mohan, I can keep going, but I really am rusty. Alex Norton, keep going. No. Patricia Grace, you look very natural doing this. Thank you, baby. Appreciate that. Silvio, can I play some capoeira? No, but actually, we need to get Scott Jernigan over here who could do that for you. Mike's drumming is better than having competitions. Really? Oh, my God. Matt Ireland, what are you drinking? Coffee. I just got, I got a pot of coffee here. Just good old coffee, man. I got nothing exciting. Siegfried Vanderweer, I would love to add some random competition questions. Do you want it? Could we do? Actually, we're going to do something kind of interesting for our competition questions today. We're going to do CYSA. I thought that might be fun. Little change of pace, as it were. I would definitely enjoy Carnival. I've got a lot of friends of mine are the... Andre, there's nothing in the coffee. It's just coffee. COFFEE. Oh, my goodness. All right. So, guys, we're going to have a short day. If you have questions, you need to throw them out now. Otherwise, we're going to cut it short. It's just, keep in mind the goal of this AMA is to ask me anything. And when people don't ask questions, then I tend to want to wrap it up earlier than usual. But let's go ahead and give folks a couple of chances. Oh, here we go. David's talking about his AMA. Gave away total testers, Raspberry Pi Picos, and Raspberry Pi kits. Excellent. And while we're at it, guys, a couple of things. Number one, we have AMA specials for this week. 50% off all ebook total tester bundles. And this is for A+, Net+, Security+, CYSA, Pentest Plus, and AWS, okay? So all you got to do is head over to our website, www.totalsem, TOTALSEM.com. Head over to our merchant area and pick up some of these amazing deals that we have. And it's 50% off ebook total tester bundles. So it's basically ebook and practice questions. And all you have to do is pick those up, and then at checkout, when it asks you for a code, type in PISA09, and you get 50% off. Guys, we're already the cheapest of the quality trainers out there, and now at 50% off, it's insane. It's absolutely incredible in terms of the discounts we provide. Bob Noob, can we do a competition? We absolutely can. Miss M. Ra, halfway through A+, thanks to you. Just got hired as a kind of AT grunt for doing some punch downs and terminations and some troubleshooting devices. M. Ra, that is fine. Get working. That's the most important thing. The most important thing you do is build up that resume a little bit. Certifications only open doors. Certifications don't give you jobs, they open doors, they create opportunities. I've been saying that for 25 years, and I'm going to keep on saying it. Ra, what kind of job should I look for further into actual networking career options? Ra, you've already got a good start. Take that job. And once you have that, you're going to be able to move forward from there. You're doing fine. Bob Noob is asking me a question, but it doesn't seem like I have a question. David Mohan, is DES and triple DES no longer used? That is correct. DES and triple DES are no longer used. And the most important thing about why is because AES has been around now for 20 years, and it is an absolutely amazing symmetric encryption. David Mohan, you're nerdy enough, you should probably start at the Wikipedia article on AES and look at how all that works. David Mohan, figure out how S cards work. S cards, and then get back to me. AES is absolutely incredible. Bob Noob, anything that happens on your computer that lasts for 1/10 of a second and only happens every 3 months, I don't even consider that an issue. Banana Bus X, do you think as a high school student with free time, should I pursue the A+, Net Plus Security, etc. certifications? Well, general, yes, but hopefully, Banana Bus, you're looking for work, right? I understand you're in high school right now, so you got a little time, but you pursue these certifications because you're looking for a job. That's what all this is about, man. What all this is about. Edwin, have you seen the beautiful Total Seminars promotion videos of Nascent House on Station X? Edwin, I don't know what you're talking about, but I want to hear about this. Edwin, do me a favor, man. Edwin, oh, sorry, wrong one. Edwin, this is for you, my brother. Edwin, contact me, man. Edwin, send me an email, michaelm@totalsem.com, and tell me what you're talking about. I have some familiarity with Station X, but I would love to have more understanding of what you're talking about. So please, Edwin, give me a holler and let me know what you're talking about, man. Why is it when people ask if I've been to Texas and I say yes, I've been to El Paso lots of times? Well, then you ain't been to Texas, Gino. You've been to New Mexico. That's like talking about Plano. Plano thinks it's part of Texas, but we really know it's part of Oklahoma. 226, SK Total Wellness. Hi, Mike. I'm preparing some online customer service and sales training. What program or software would you suggest to download course videos? Oh, I wouldn't. There is SK Total Wellness. I wouldn't recommend a particular course. There aren't any good ones out there. We are so fragmented and messed up right now. You could be talking about learning management systems or whatever it might be. It's a mess. I don't have anything to recommend to you. David Mohan, why is elliptic curve cryptography secure with a small key size? Well, if you ever looked at ECC and how ECC works, so ECC is based on the concept of an elliptic curve. An elliptic curve, but it's not just any elliptic curve, right? An elliptic curve is going to have a lot of fixed variables. There's only certain elliptic curves that work. And like anything else that's really easy to do one way and really hard to do one way, ECC does a very good job with relatively short keys. It just works. Mr. Mary, Mike, I'm working for my local school district, but I'm not feeling challenged by my work. I'll be testing for Net Plus within a month. How do I avoid feeling like an imposter in the IT field? Mr. Mary, you don't. Imposter syndrome is one of the biggest problems we have in our industry. And it is common and it is normal. And it's going to get worse before it gets better. I need to warn you. The more you learn, the more other people around you come up to be like idiots, and that's okay. You will have that imposter syndrome. Mr. Mary, you're going to be ahead of the crowd. You're okay. Don't fear this. Bob New, difference between VI and nano. VI is a piece of garbage that I don't even know why that's still on that, and nano actually works. All right, we're going to have one quick competition. We're probably going to wrap it up early today, kids. All right, so you guys ready for a competition? Here we go. Here's how these competitions work. Number one, they're not fair. So if you think these competitions are fair, well, you've already made a mistake. I'd like for them to be fair. I try to make them fair, but the reality is that they're not fair. So we're about to get a multiple choice question, all right? Do not answer A, B, C, or D. You actually have to type out enough of the actual answer so I know where you're coming from, okay? And so this is from the CompTIA CYSA Plus certification. Excellent certification. Even if you don't think that you're qualified for this, you need to try this one, okay? I'm not going to say it's easier, but it's not as hard as you might think, all right? Here we go, guys. You ready? The first person to type the right answer in the chat window wins. Oh, sorry, we can't even read the question. Here we go. Which of the following best describes chain of custody? I'll let you guys read those four, and y'all make a choice. Come on, folks. Let's put some answers down. Come on, let's see some answers. I'm waiting. Come on, new guys. All right, I'm going to wait for a minute. There's only one answer, Siegfried. There's not two. All right. All right, we got lots of good answers. David Mohan, this question is related to Sec Plus and Net Plus. It is. It absolutely is. All right. So we got a lot of people answering questions. Let me bring that back up one more time. I'm going to say it's A. A document shows. Let's see if I'm right. And by the way, guys, this is my test bank. Yeah, A is correct. Shows how evidence is processed. Tools are used. Evidence is summarized. Okay, yeah, absolutely not. There we go. All right, chain of custody keeps track of where it's been, and the answer is A. And the winner is going to be... The winner is Catherine. Catherine, congratulations to you. Well done, young lady. A document... Yep, absolutely. Catherine, you are the winner. Catherine, in order to get your prize, and by the way, your prize is a 90-day free access to the Total Seminars product. All you got to do is send an email to kathy@totalsem.com. That's Kathyy. Catherine, you have to do this, okay? Send an email to kathyy@totalsem.com. Include your YouTube name. Whatever name you're using here in YouTube, you've got to put that on there. So you're just going to be straight Catherine. And then which practice exam you wish to have. So just let Kathy know, what do you want? A+, Net+, Security+, Pen Test, AWS, we got all kinds of stuff. And Catherine, congratulations to you. Well done, young person. You made all the money. Oh yeah, David, I totally skipped you, man. Come on, David Mohan, you're about to get the freaking coolest t-shirt ever in the history of mankind. So guys, David Mohan won like 6 times in a row. The guy was amazing. He was la macchino. He was incredible. All right, so guys, we're probably going to start wrapping up sooner than later. I do apologize. I'm so buried, it's not even funny. But anyway, before we go, number one, please do recognize that we have our Discord channel. Let me rephrase that. We don't have anything at all. My buddy Jose Braden has started up a Total Seminars Discord channel, or the unofficial Total Seminars Discord channel. Scott Jernigan's going to put that up on the chat so that everybody can see that. Bob Nude, what exactly do you mean by buried? Bob, I have 72 bosses right now, dude. It's unreal. Absolutely unreal. Anyway, back to the Discord channel. Please check out the Discord channels. What a great place if you just want to ask some quick questions. You're studying for a technology or something. It's an absolutely great place to go. I cannot recommend it enough. I show up there every now and then. It's hard for me to show up there as much as I'd like these days. I am so glad. Here I am in the twilight of my career, and I am putting in outrageous hours. One of these days I'm going to start relaxing. Alex Norton, when are we getting a Mike and David Mohan AMA? Alex, I got to tell you, David Mohan is one very, very clever person who asks extremely good questions. And if there was a way to do it, I don't want to put David Mohan on the spot, but he's what a wonderful contributor, and it's always a pleasure to have him here. And we probably ought to consider having him on one way or another. But we'll let him make that decision. David, I'm not putting that on you, man. We'll talk about this offline. Peter Hunt, Mike, can you explain subnetting IPv6 and can you subnet past 64? Sure. I mean, I can subnet past 64, but why? You know, that's just not how things go. Peter Hunt, we have a wonderful IPv6 subnetting video already here in the Total Seminars channel. Just get on the Total Seminars channel, use the search tool, and type in subnetting IPv6, and I think you'll find some wonderful resources there. Subnetting in IPv6 is actually a lot easier than subnetting in IPv4, mainly because they don't use octets, they use hexadecimal. But that is out there for you. Bob Noob, you need to take a vacation. I do. David Mohan, I feel like I should fly to Texas and Mike should fly to the UK. There's no damn way I'm going to Europe ever again. But David, you're welcome to come to Texas. We can put some holes in some paper targets, man. So the other thing I want to do is down here in Texas, they have like some World War II tanks. And for the small amount of like $300 per round, you can actually fire the cannon in these World War II tanks, Sherman tanks and things like that. It'd be fun if I had somebody like David Mohan here. That could make it more fun. Peter Hunt, I understand that you can use so many in the WAC64, but can you not make more subnets in there? You can, Peter Hunt, but the zeitgeist for IPv6 is that the smallest subnet's going to be WAC64. I'm not saying they couldn't change that down the road, but right now they're not going to. 237, Junior Jeninaw. Hi, Mike. I purchased your Security Plus 501. Junior, the 501 became obsolete 9 days ago. So you absolutely must have the 601. Eric Killingsworth, before you go, King Tiger or IS-2? Which is king in your opinion? Probably IS-2, especially if you're playing World of Tanks, because as we know in World of Tanks, all of the Russian tanks are made out of pure Stalininium and bounces everything the Germans can throw at them. Can you explain XAAS? Bob Noob, I have a wonderful video series on that, again, right here in the Total Seminars channel that talks about IAS, SAS, PSAS, and XAS. Bob, please watch that video. I think you'll find it illuminating, and then if you have more questions, come back and ask me some. Jason Helms, 300 per round. Yeah, you know, Jason, the trick is I got to figure out who I'm going to invite. Probably David Mohan because, well, I love him better than anybody else. But Maybe Andre or somebody like that. We'll see. So I had some friends come from the EU here to Texas, and they were working down in NASA. I live in Houston, and so there's a lot of Europeans, Japanese, and Russians who come to NASA to work. Anyway, this one guy, he's Portuguese, and he's like, and he's, you know, doing whatever ESA stuff the Europeans do. And he's like, hey, Mike, can we go shoot an assault rifle? I was like, absolutely, we can do that. And I took this guy out, and he got to shoot, you know, American and Russian assault rifles and all this. And I just remember watching him. He's like, pa, pa, pa. And he looks back at me like this, ready? I was like, taste the freedom, man. It was fun. Eric Killingsworth, you should come to Oklahoma and check out the 45th Infantry Division. Eric, I've been there. Eric, no offense, man, but if it was, you know, from basically 1990 back to about 1900, you and I could talk about it in great detail. Bob Noob, do you have any opinion on the game Ark Survival Evolved? Bob, I've never played it. I've watched some stuff on what you would call it, but I've never actually played the game. I like dinosaurs. I'm pro dinosaurs. Scott Jernigan's never heard the term Stalininium. Scott Jernigan, you need to play World of Tanks more, because Stalininium is basically what all of the... You guys, so World of Tanks is a Russian game. It comes from Russia. So, of course, all the Russian tanks are made out of pure Stalininium. Ooh, Tolowitz got me tempted. So, Tolowitz, I will come back to Hawaii, but only... I want to take the bike ride down Haleakala one more time. Eric Killingsworth. Stalininium, make strong by power of worker. That was pretty funny. Andre, any rifle can be an assault rifle. The Brown Bess was the assault rifle. I guess technically it was. David Mohan, can you do a drum outro? No, I'm done. All right, guys. I'm actually going to wrap it up. We're having a nice slow day today. There's nothing wrong with that. Congratulations to our winner of the competition today. Guys, I will be back on Wednesday, and be ready for stuff. I can't tell you, if there was a time to be watching this channel, it's now. We've been doing this now for about 15 months since the corona's kicked in, but there is a lot of stuff going on. And a lot of you guys I kind of like. Well, not Tolowit, but the rest of you guys I do. And keep showing up, guys. This is the time to show up. Exciting things are happening, and I'm looking forward to talking with you guys in more detail. But we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Guys, I will be back Wednesday. That's 2 days from now. That'll be August 11th, 2 o'clock Central Daylight Time. But I'm going to have to run. And guys, I'm going to have to be out of here. Y'all have a good one, folks. I will see you guys again soon. Already. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.